Alright, this is my first tutorial. I'm going to show you how to do the candy swirl. I created this one. I only use rainbow loom bands because they're tested for lead and I don't want to wear lead. This book right here is awesome. You should get it. Sometimes at night I just look through it and get good ideas. So the candy swirl is very similar to the single beaded bracelet. So to start, you're going to have your loom offset so that it's not straight across, and the arrow pointing away from you, and you're going to take 2 bands and do the perimeter, the outside. I tried it with one and it just makes it too loose. This tightens up and holds the swirls better. So you're going to go all the way up to right here, and then you're going to come back down and do the same thing. So just like the single beaded. So I have one I did. So now it's time for the swirl. This gets easier with practice. You can either do it on the loom or off. I like to do it off when it's just one swirl. So I'm going to take your hook, I'm going to put it through, so that'll be the first one. Then you go 2, 3, 4. So it ends up like that. And you can kind of fix it on there and kind of straighten it up a little bit. That's what I like to do. Then you take your other band, and with the jellies I like to use clear because it just seems like it goes better. And the jellies are a lot easier to do the swirls with. So you're going to get on there, and I kind of just like to slowly just put it on there. And you kind of fix it as you go, and then you put it on your loom. When you first start doing the swirls, it's very frustrating because they fall off and they flick away and you have to start all over again. But the more you do it, the easier it gets. So you're going to put it through. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to have you'll have 4 loops there. And then slowly just kind of roll them on there. This helps it stay in a row. The only bad thing about working with clear is when you go to loop everything up, sometimes it's hard to figure out which one's which. Okay, so you could actually do these ahead of time, like I did. I just did a whole bunch of them. So I think the hardest part is finding out what colors to pick. I usually go with rainbow colors just because I love rainbows. Rainbows and glitter. I've tried it with doing 5 loops instead of 4. And the swirl comes out a lot tighter. If you want it tighter, you can do it. It is a little bit harder to get it on the one that holds it. But I like it. I like the 4. The 4, I've tried 3. 3 just looks messy. Okay. So don't forget to put your cap band on the end. Okay, so then you're going to turn the loom, and you're going to just bring up the sides. So you're going to go under the cap band and bring up. 2. See, I lost that one. Some of the swirl ones I've done are a lot harder. This one's pretty easy. The hardest part is the swirl, but once you get that down, it's a piece of cake. Okay, so now to the end. You get all the way to the end. You're going to put your one through. And pull that through. Alright, so you have your finished product. You can kind of mess with the swirls a little bit if they're not completely straight. Fiddle with them. Whenever I wear my swirl bracelet, I tend to play with them a lot and keep fixing them. So then you just do your extender, and that's it. I have done this on 2 looms to make it longer, for me just because my wrist is bigger. Alright, so here we have the one we just did. That blue one's really making me mad. Okay, so this was done on 2 looms, just because I like them bigger. So these are all single. This one right here, I tried to do 5 loops instead of 4. And the spiral, say it comes out tighter, but I don't know, I just like the way this one looks better. This one I don't like. I tried to do 2 then 1, 2 then 1 like on the outside. It just doesn't hold as well. Now these 2 right here are a double candy swirl. These ones are done exactly the same way, except that the swirl, there's 2 swirls on there. It's a little bit harder, and a lot of times the second one falls off before you can get on the loom, but that just happens, and the more you do it, the easier it gets. So exact same way. I don't know, I kind of like both. I've tried different colors. Like I said, I like rainbow, so I tend to go rainbow. So that is the candy swirl, to the single candy swirl, and the double candy swirl. So next, my next tutorial, I think, is going to be these are the twisted ladder. So I think I'm going to do that one next. Alright, thanks for watching.